Hello, everybody. We made it to Friday. It's like really hot in here, so I think I'm gonna take this jacket off. So for those of you that are joining or watch these things, I do these Facebook Lives because obviously it's radio and you can't see what's going on here. So, and I find it's a way to get to more people that can't get to the phone or get to the radio, or can't log on to the website, which you always can, linewsradio.com, to listen to the show too. And also you can always, if you miss it, or if I don't happen to do a Facebook Live, I try to do it every week though, you can always go to my website, financialchickshow.com, and go to the media tab and check out the show. So, yeah, it's super hot in here today. Almost there, getting ready. So I hope everybody had a good week this week. Another crazy one. I think they're all crazy. But glad it's Friday. Going through the commercials. We should be on pretty soon. And if at any time, if anybody out there has any questions, by all means, type in your question and I will definitely answer it on the air. Or if there's any show ideas that you have that you want to learn more about, we could definitely do that too. So I'm open. I have a lot of information that I'm always willing to share. So. A lot of activity here at the airport. A flight just must have landed. So a lot of people coming through. And they're like leering in here. I'm like in a fishbowl. It's very funny.
Got about a minute and a half.
Okay, thank you. Minute and a half to go. So a little bit of dead air at this point. Like I said, if anybody has anything, just shoot out. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about recapping the 401ks plans. Talked about a little bit last week. And then we're going to talk a little bit about fall cleanup. And we have spring cleaning and fall cleaning. And how we can do that on the personal level as well as on the financial level. But I'm excited.
15 seconds.
Okay, 15 seconds. Here we go. Hello, thank you for tuning in and spending some time with me today. Welcome to Friday. It looked like such a beautiful day out, but I was working in the office all day, so I hope you got to be outside a bit to enjoy what may be the last few warm days before the cold weather sets in. You are listening today to the Financial Chick Show, and I am the Financial Chick. My name is Denise Nostrom, the CEO and owner of Diversified Financial Solutions, a full-service independent financial planning firm located in Medford. I am here live every Friday from 5:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. on 103.9 LI News Radio. Your Financial Chick is here to help you make better financial decisions and choices to improve your life and reduce your anxiety and stress about money. If you have any questions on anything we discuss on the show, you can always check out my website at financialchickshow.com. We are also on Facebook and Instagram at Diversified Financial Solutions. So like our pages and get updates to see what is happening. So, yes, we made it to Friday, but if you guys were listening to the show last week, I had a great guest on that was talking all about 401k plans. So most of us have 401k plans with work, if we work in the private sector. So we're really kind of talking really about anything. We got the private sector 401k, you've got your 403bs as a teacher, 457 government, etc. But there's a lot of misconceptions, I would say, about all these plans. So one of the big things people say is, I don't know, should I participate in the plan? Typically the answer to that would be a resounding yes. No one's really going to help you with your retirement. So it's really yourself that's going to be the person that's going to put the money away and to make sure that you're securing your retirement. Basically what you're doing is you're building up a nest egg or a pot of money that's basically going to be the visual, your employer that's going to pay you income when you step over the line to retirement. So, you want to make sure that you're accumulating as much as you can to make that retirement be as good as you want it to be. Another thing that I hear, so why should I participate if I'm not getting a company match? Well, again, I know that's a nice perk. Unfortunately, with many companies, they all don't do matches. If they do, those are really the companies that are really, they have great benefits. But just having the 401k itself is a great benefit. Now, why is that? One is because you have that pre-tax benefit. Let's just say that you are earning $40,000 a year and you decide to put away $4,000 into your 401k or one of your retirement plans. You're only paying tax on $36,000. So you're getting a differential, you're helping with your taxes, but you're also building your retirement for the future. And you're doing it in a way that is a little bit better than you would if you were putting money away after you got your paycheck. So what I mean, hence the pre-tax, let's say you get $1 and through your paycheck and you put that in your savings account, it's $1. If you have your 401k and let's say you decide to do that same dollar and you're in the 20% tax bracket, you would only feel like you're putting away 80 cents. So 20% or 20 cents would be the pre-tax savings that you have. So really, in effect, you're not feeling as much putting it away pre-tax as opposed to after tax. So that's a big reason. Like I said, it's usually a resounding yes to, get into that 401k plan. The other thing that people talk about is, I don't know if I should do the 401k plan. I have no understanding of investing. I don't know what it's about. It makes me nervous and I'm afraid to get involved. I just don't want to do it. Interestingly enough, today, many plans have automatic enrollment. So you're enrolled into the plan unless you actually opt out. You have to sign a form to say that I don't want to be in the plan. So get help. Work with someone, work with myself, to help you to make the right decisions and the right choices. This typically, for many people, other than their home, if they have one, it becomes their biggest asset. So why not spend the time to learn about it or get the help to do the right thing and build that biggest asset, which of course is going to be, like I had mentioned before, your employer when you retire. So another big thing, I guess the good news is that we have the automatic enrollment, but the bad news is that people get enrolled and then they jump jobs and then they forget that they had a 401k. This has come out a couple of times over the past couple of months where people have come to the office and we've talked about things and they're like, gosh, I have this 401k and I have this 401k. I moved from this job. I moved from another job. So again, working with someone like myself, financial advisor, kind of keeps track of all of these different facets in your life. Listen, we know you're all busy. Either you're at home, just got home from a crazy week at work, Or maybe you're driving home, sitting in traffic, and just like want to get home and have some dinner, maybe a cocktail, and you don't want to talk or think about the 401k at that point. So hire someone like myself to help you to do those things. So the other thing that people talk to me about and say, oh, the biggest question that I get is, so can I retire? My question or my answer would be, I'm not sure. What do you have going on? Do you have a pension? Do you have investments? Do you have a retirement plan like a 401k, like a 403b? What are your expenses? What are your expenses now? We can kind of project what they may be down the line, but there's other questions that come up. Where do you want to live when you retire? Or are you going to move now before you retire? Do you own your own home? That's a big area too. People, or especially now with the real estate market, are selling their home at a very good price and perhaps, hopefully, buying a home at a cheaper price in some other location. Do you have debt? Do you have a mortgage? So until we know all of those facets, it's hard to say, well, yeah, you'll be able to retire. That's no problem. So there's so much that goes into evaluating when you can retire. So these are questions that I can answer for you through the financial planning process and looking at your entire situation. So again, these are like some of the unknowables. What we do is we put together a plan that are things that we know at this point, and then incorporate things like inflation, knowing that things are going to cost more money. The plans that I was doing a year ago, we were running around a 3% inflation rate. I've bumped that up to 4% now. So as we're planning, we are increasing expenses at 4% versus 3%. So that's the other thing. As times go on, I always consider it a financial journey. As time goes on, things are going to change all the time. So working with a financial professional like myself, you'll be able to be on the cutting edge to know exactly what's happening in the economy or the financial environment. You don't have time to take care of all that stuff or listen to it and really have a good handle on every facet of that. So what are some of the things that we do know? And I know I've talked about this on my show before, but I'm going to kind of dig down a little bit deeper and give you some examples. But what we do know is that our forced savings plan, not our 401k or 403b or 457, but Social Security that we have to put 6.2% of our income into, is not something we can fully count on. So just this came through this week that Social Security trustees announced on August 31st of this year that unless financial changes are implemented, the payment of Social Security benefits would drop to 76% of their originally promised levels beginning in the years 2033 through years 2095, which is a freaking very hell of a long time. It's a very big number of years. So this is according to the Social Security Trustee 2021 report. So the point is that let's just say that in 2021, the average Social Security that a person would get would be $1,543 per month. Now, with that slice of down or only getting 76%, they would see $1,172.68, which is a cut of $370 a month or $4,443 a year. So when you're doing your planning and you're like, all right, I have the Social Security, that's cool. Even when I do the planning, sometimes we don't even put it into the scenario because it's something that we just can't count on. Now, life is always, we can't count on a lot of things, but they're telling us if nothing changes, that's going to be the problem. Let me give you now, the full retirement maximum benefit is $3,148 per month. So there's some people that get that, but now this is even more exaggerated. At $3,148 per month, the 76% would be $2,392, a reduction of $755.52 a month or $9,066 a year. That's pretty substantial. Now that's something that, again, the resounding yes, you should be in your 401k and put money away for yourself, because this is something that, it may be, a few shekels that we'll see if Social Security, but what we're seeing on our reports, we're not getting the whole thing, and that's a concern that we have. So really being entrenched and knowing your numbers is so important. So you're listening to the Financial Chick Show. I'm the Financial Chick. My company is Diversified Financial Solutions, located in Medford. You can reach me at 631-758-8691 or check out my website at financialchickshow.com. So we're heading into the commercial break. Stay tuned for more financial wisdom. Hi, Anna. How are you? Maria, what's up? How are you? I'm on commercial break, so I can chat. So it was good to see you last night, Maria. And ready for the weekend. I'm sure you are too. You're a busy lady as well. All right, gonna get more good stuff going. Got a lot of people in the airport today, and they're all like staring into the studio. I know, Maria, me too. I'm so ready. I said this is my last task before the weekend, but I always love this. This is my favorite part of the week.
Got about 30.
Okay. 30 seconds.
Coming back in time.
Okay. We're ready. Thanks, Marianne. Hi. Welcome back. This is Denise Snowstrom, the Financial Chick. My company is in Medford, and you can reach me at 631-758-8691. I am here to help you on your financial journey. Over the years, we know things change, and I'm here to help you navigate all of those changes in your financial life. So we talked about, obviously retirement and the importance of putting money away for retirement. We're all in different situations. Some of us have pensions, many of us don't. We have 401ks, we may have some IRAs, Roth IRAs, we have some investments, maybe we have some rental properties. I think that the important thing is really getting a good idea of what you have, really taking an audit of everything that you have and see what you have going on and have a plan of attack to make sure that you retire or make sure that your kids will have an education. Put away some money into a 529 or make sure you're adequately covered for life insurance. There's all of these different things. So being the fact that it's fall, so let's switch gears here a little bit. And it's a perfect season, obviously. We have the spring cleaning, but now it's fall, so there's fall cleaning that comes. So, we have the household stuff. So what are some of the things that we're doing on the household thing? So clean and store outdoor furniture. That's something that we may be doing probably this weekend, where our weekends are becoming, less and less that we're going to be able to do this stuff. Clean gutters and downspouts. Winterize outdoor pools and water features. I don't know I think most people might have closed their pools yet, but if not, that's probably something to do. Remove window screens and maybe install some storm windows to kind of help out for the winter. Change smoke detector batteries. That's kind of another thing that may be a good thing to do. Clean and replace the HVAC for the air conditioning filters. Clean and reverse ceiling fans. And then, of course, that deep clean inside the house, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, living room, and kitchen. And one of the final ones is to store the summer clothes and inspect your winter wardrobe. So I think that's what's going to be on my schedule for this weekend as I'm going. And, this week's been pretty good, but where it's cold and then it's hot. I'm still with the hot weather clothing. And I need to get I only have a short sleeve and sleeveless shirts. So I have to get all that stuff up out of the basement and put my stuff and get ready for winter because I know it's coming here. I keep trying to avoid it as much as I can. But so as much as we have the household stuff, there's also full financial cleaning for all of your finances and things that you have to do. So with autumn upon us, it's time to give your finances a little dusting off and maybe a little sprucing up. So every new season brings new items to your monthly budget. You have now we're going to kind of bring in the oil and the air conditioning is kind of weaned off a little bit. So we have a little bit of a change there. So to have success with money, you should look at your future spending and make a plan. Take time to eliminate your need or taking the time to plan will obviously eliminate your need to use credit cards, because credit cards is not something they want to do. Sometimes, you have to use them, but to minimize that as much as possible is good. And if you minimize that, you'll prevent yourself from going further into debt if you're in debt at this situation. So, you don't want to put the Christmas gifts or the Thanksgiving turkey on a credit card. That would be a bit of a mess. Now we know credit cards can be used if you're going to buy and be able to pay it off. That's good. But we know sometimes, and a lot of people, maybe somebody, maybe you that's listening, that you're buying everything and then you go into the new year, start it with debt, and it's just not a cool thing to do. So as much as you can, try to plan out. Have a list for your holidays, for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, what you're spending. I mean, you get excited. We love the holidays, but sometimes we all tend to overspend. But what are some things that you can do on the financial sense? Well, one thing is check up and shop your health insurance policies. So now obviously is a great time to shop all of your insurance policies. It's open enrollment for health insurance, which typically begins for most companies around this time. And also, if you're retired, or on Medicare, it's also Medicare Advantage and Medicare Supplement time, so you can always call us for all your Medicare Advantage and Supplement needs. The Medicare open enrollment season started last Friday on October 15th and will end on December 7th. So you have some time to take a look if you feel your prescription drug plan. I know one gentleman, one of our clients called and he said, it went from like $12 up to like $71 a month. So he's, coming in to do a review. So feel free to come in to do a review, make sure your plan is adequate. We go through all of this training every year of all the changes that happen. And, it's crazy for us to keep up with it. So there's no doubt that it's hard for you guys to keep up with it. So give us a call and we'll help you through that. Start preparing for tax season. It's never too early to get your business in order and get organized now. I always recommend working with a tax professional or CPA to prepare and file your taxes. If you don't have a tax professional, maybe it's time to start interviewing and getting some costs and seeing who that person will be. I just met with a client this week, and they showed me their tax return, and they were filing head of household. And when we looked at what the tax rates were for the head of household versus a married filing jointly, it was about a 10% spread. And when I asked her why she was doing that, she didn't know why. And she was going to get back to her accountant and ask them why that was happening. So these are the things. It's always good to, share some information. Sometimes what we always do may not be the best thing to do. So always to do a refresh or a fall cleaning is always a good idea. Winterize your home. This is also a good time, insulation, weather stripping, just turn down your thermostat with oil prices and, home heating oil going up. It's probably going to be a pretty rough winter. So try to save as many shekels as you can. And then one of the things, I don't know if you know, but if you switch your fans to clockwise rotation, you can save up to 10% on energy costs. So we usually do it, counterclockwise to cool down. But if we want to, have the heat and energize our office or our homes or our offices a little bit better, to switch around those ceiling fans. We talked a little bit about, I won't belabor, what we have. First, we went Thanksgiving and Christmas, but there's also Halloween. And they say that Halloween is actually something that people spend a lot of money on. Many years ago, you didn't see that, but they're saying that, I have a little bit of an older date, but in 2016, in the US, $8.4 billion was spent on Halloween products, which is like amazing. So if you're on a tight budget, maybe skip the pumpkins at the pumpkin patch and get a better deal at your local grocery store. So always way to kind of save a little money. Take advantage of summer blowouts. This is something that's always good. All these stores are trying to get rid of things and at a cheap price. Maybe the beach umbrella that you've always wanted, you might be able to get one at a really inexpensive price right now. When the season starts, they're always super expensive, but this is the time to do that. So, and then winter clothing, start setting up a budget now, knowing that you have to get the kids the winter boots and the coats and all that kind of stuff. So, know these things that are going to come into your budget and that you have to be aware of. And then it was very interesting today. It was interesting because I got a call. I was going to talk about fall cleaning, and a client called up and said, all right, I have all this paperwork. What should I do with it? So I'm going to give you a quickie on this. There's 4 categories for paperwork. One is stuff that you got to keep for less than a year. And that would be your ATM, bank deposits, credit card receipts until you reconcile them with your monthly statements. Then you can shred those things and just get rid of them. So you don't really need to keep them a long period of time. Keep for a year or longer. You want to hold on to loan documents until the loan is paid off. This will often be for more than a year. If you own a car, make sure you hold on to the title, obviously, until you sell it. If you have investments in stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, which is my lane, keep the purchase confirmations until you sell. This is so important, and so many people don't do that because you want to establish that cost basis and holding period. For 7 years, you want to keep your gross income and tax returns because the government can go back 7 years to collect taxes or start legal proceedings. So make sure, stay on the safe side, keep those 7 years. Keep forever things like birth and death certificates, marriage licenses, divorce decrees, social security cards, military discharge papers, and such. So if you ever have questions, we love to do this in the office. We have this safe project that we use for clients. So always give a call to the office if you want to learn more or what to keep and what not to keep. So that's the story. So in line with that, tomorrow, Town of Brookhaven is having a recycling event, another one on Saturday, October 22nd. So if you want to go there, this one is in Setauket Fire Department on Nichols Road in 394 Nichols Road in Setauket. So you can check that out and get rid of, clean up and clean out. I want to thank Mike the engineer and Dave for always being the best. And next week I'm going to have a board of my nonprofit on the air to talk about Power's 9th anniversary brunch. So tune in to hear more about that. And thanks for tuning in. And I look forward to being with you again next Friday. All right, my friends, thank you for tuning in. I see a bunch of you, I don't know who's still on, but hi, Mike. Hi, Joe. That's a wrap. I am out of here to start my weekend. And I hope you all enjoy your weekend as well. And thanks for taking the time to listen and watch. Bye, Marianne. I see you're still there. All right, everybody. Take care and tune in next week. Like I said, I'm going to have everybody on, well, not everybody, but the board on to talk more about the brunch that we're having. And we'll see you soon.